Hello and welcome back, Indy here, and this is another video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we're gonna get into the video here. And this is the first race of 3, and the best race starts at 8:30 in the video. And this race, we qualified 10th. This was our first race in the bug. We'd done a couple laps of practice in a Porsche and realized that wasn't really the car to go with. So we have switched over to the Volkswagen. And we actually didn't get a great run through the first couple corners, but we're going to go side by side with the GTR right now, and we're actually going to come out on top. So we're going to stay back in 10th position. We're coming down into the second one of these long left-handers, and not a great run through there, but it's not bad as they go. The 4 cars in front of us are racing. The one car actually going to cut across the grass and it's going to lose some speed. We're going to come down. We're braking at the shadow right there, down into second gear, and we did start this race on hards, as we were going to do the hards for 2 laps and then switch over to the medium strategy, but we get a bit of contact going into the corner. We're still in 10th somehow. We have an NSX on our outside. We're going to get a bunch of wheel spin coming off the corner. We're going to clear the NSX, so we're back up into 10th place. But the GTR, who was behind us in 11th, is up to 9th, so he's actually made a pretty good start as he's racing with the Brazilian in front of him. We're coming to this other long left-hander. This track is just a boatload of long left-hand corners, and we're not going to get a great run. The Toyota is going to get a better run. He's going to give us a little bit of a shove wide, and we were not too excited with that, so we're going to get him back. Just a bit of a tap on the inside. Didn't mean to shove him there, but he didn't leave his space. Now the bug is going to drive us off the track, tried to, and we're going to get a penalty for that, which is crap. And the Toyota expressing his displeasure with us as he gets into the back of us turning on the straight, and he's going to dive on here, and he is going to take us out completely and going to spin us around in front of everybody. So we're going to take another look at this, and as you can see, we're in the purple bug, and that car is just going to go up the inside. We cannot really see it, but he just drove us off the track, and he's going to end up taking himself out. So that was pretty useless. But anyway, we did come back to finish 14th based off of our strategy, which was pretty good. We did not really pass anybody else on track. So that is going to be the end of race 1. So we are 1 for 1 on being taken out on the first lap. Let's see what we can do in the second race. We qualified 11th, or right near the same spot. These were pretty good lobbies, as the guy on pole actually was in the top 10 in time-wise. And I actually enjoyed this race quite a lot, or this track. I enjoy this track quite a lot. I'd never really driven the full version. But anyway, the guy in the Toyota in front of us is just going to drive off the track, which is going to put us up into 10th place. We are trying to chase on the Brazilian in 9th. And we're going to get there semi-closely. We do have the GTR behind us again, same car as the last race. And he's not actually going to pass us here. Turning it down into the left-hander, down into 4th gear, trying to get the thing to turn. We get on the power as early as possible. We are going to get a slightly better run than the Supra in front of us, and a better run than the GTR behind us. We're going to get on the brakes slightly later, and we're going to go for almost a move, and somebody actually got punted out there, so we're up in 9th place as we are following the back of the Supra. No contact there in the Supra. UDI and Jelly, we did race with him in all 3 races, I believe, and we are following him up the little S's into the 3rd left-hander. This one is a lot tighter than the other ones, but it is still a very similar in concept corner, and we're going to get a better run. He's going to drop a wheel. We're going to swing left. He's going to spin and hit us, and we get a penalty. Now that is just ridiculous, as you're going to watch here. He's going to completely drive off by his own. We're by ourselves. He comes across and takes us out, and we get a penalty for that, which is just awful that happened. So anyway, we're frustrated with our 1 second penalty, but it's not the end of the world. We're up in 8th place. The guy in front of us actually gets a penalty up in 6th. So we were faster than these guys, I think, so we're actually going to catch them relatively quickly. You get on the brakes right at the top of the R, and we're going to come through here into the left-hander. This is where we got taken out last time, and they're going to stack up in front of us, and we have nowhere to go, and we're going to get taken out again. That is 2 races in a row where we've been taken out in the exact same corner. and really we had nowhere to go. We were going to try. I guess I maybe could have yanked the wheel left and maybe missed him, but I did not expect him to come to a stop, and then we just get absolutely killed off that. So that was the start of our 2 races. So now we're 2 for 2 with being taken out in that corner in 2 races. So we're skip ahead to lap 3 here. The guy binned himself off on the right. We're back up into 15th. We fell as far as 16th place. So we're back up into 15th. Nacho Cheese and Wacky Latino, they're having an absolute knockout of a battle for 14th, or for 13th, as the bug is going to go up the inside of him there. Nacho Cheese in the NSX is going to try it around the outside. This is allowing us to catch him, as I think we are definitely faster than they are. But now they're running side by side. They're door banging each other, just trying to get this position. They're going to go side by side through the S's. Nacho Cheese back end steps out just a little bit. We're ever so closing in on them. They're going to go into the left-hander. That bug has a pretty good line through there. I could not get this corner right. That is the corner where I'm screwing up and losing the most time on the entire track, and I am going to try to improve that for my next races here. We're going to get on the brakes right at that yellow thing, and now down in the second gear. We were doing the 2-stop strategy where you do 3 on the medium, 3 on the hards, or no, 3 on the medium, 2 on the hards, and then 3 on the mediums, except we were going to do the hards last. So we are still in 15th. Nacho Cheese has gotten back through. The Wacky Latino takes about a look there, backs out of it, and there's a car spun in front, so we're going to pick up another position. That was the Citroen, I believe. But we're up into 14th now, and we're going to skip ahead another lap after our pit stop, and you have Wacky Latino going to the inside of the Porsche. So he's racing with a different car, as that other car did not pit with us. So Nacho Cheese is still up front. And we are following Wacky Latino. We're going to go to the inside here. We're going to try to get the move done on the Porsche, and we are going to get the move done, but we're going to end up getting boxed out by the Beetle and having to go around the outside, and the Porsche is going to come back through, and it's going to get the better run off the corner. So this is actually a good battle for 12th place between 3 cars. The Porsche right now is following him up through the S's. We backed out of it as we didn't want to make any contact, but we're still there in the draft and should be fine. Into the left-hander we go. The Porsche is going to get a nice little run. He's trying to get a run. We laid back and going to get a run out of this corner was the goal, and it is going to happen. We do have the run. We're going to look. He's going to open up the inside. We're going to get on the brakes. A tad later, hug the inside, and that is going to be a move done on the Porsche, as we are going to get back through and up into 13th place. The Porsche now is trying to follow us back. Now we are following Wacky Latino for 11th, and he's going to just lose it and doesn't ghost early enough. We make a tiny bit of contact. Was actually expecting a penalty there, but it's no big deal, and we are on our way. So we ended up finishing this race in 11th position out of the 15 remaining finishers. 20 started the race, so we did beat around 9 people, and that is going to put us in 11th. So now on to the best race. This one, we had improved our qualifying time just a bit, and we are actually going to start this one in 6th place. And we have this full footage in here. I was getting the engine revved, and we are ready to go for this one. So this race is the best one by far, as we are behind GTC Hischkopper. I don't know how to pronounce that. We're behind the Brazilian anyway, and we're going to get a pretty good start. As you can see, we have the side-by-side up on the top corner of what's actually going on from outside the car. And the Mercedes is going to get a decent run into the corner, but I'm going to get on the power earlier, and we're going to get a run on this Toyota in front of us. I believe, yes, that is the Supra in front of us, and then there is the other Toyota in front of him, or else it's another Supra. But we're right on the back of him. We're going to swing, try and get the move made to the outside into here. Didn't have the run. The Supra's got the top end, and it's going to come through into this left-hander, and we're going to get a better run out of it. And we're going to see if we can materialize a move here. We did learn from the last race that you can actually pass around the outside, but he's actually going to open up the inside, and we're going to take it. And that is going to put us side by side. There's a cluster of 5 cars here, basically running nose to tail. And the Supra is going to come back on the inside of this corner, and we're going to try the over-under. It's not going to work, so a single file line for the first 5. We've yet to make up a position yet, and we have a Beetle, or we have a Supra leading a Beetle, leading the Citroen, leading a Supra, leading another Beetle, and an AMG behind us is all in this train. And the Citroen's going to run a little wide. The Supra's going to think he has a run on him, and they're going to go side by side into this corner. And now we're going to see this, and we're not going to worry about a move going into the corner, but we get it stopped down enough. The Supra runs out wide, and he's going to end up going off the track. And we were not sure where he was at this point, and then we realized that we were clear. So we're up into 4th place, following the Citroen here. We're going to get on the brakes at the R, get on and look to see if we can get a run out of the corner. That is a tough corner, that left-hander. The Citroen seems to get the power down pretty well. We're going to come through into this corner. This is probably the most fun corner on the track if you can get it right. We don't get it right that time, nearly run off the circuit, and we're going to get a tap from behind, which we were actually thankful for, as it did keep up our momentum and we didn't lose too many spots. Now down into 2nd gear into the right-hander, and still in this train of 4 as it is growing. At the end of the first lap, just in 4th place, just 1.4 off the lead, which is just showing you how close this field is. They do pull away a bit on the straight, but we are going to close it up in the corner down into 3rd gear now, trying to follow this Citroen as closely as possible. We're going to get in the draft here, maybe get a run at the top of the hill, as we do seem to have a better run. He does drop a wheel a bit over the curb, which is going to hurt his exit speed just a little bit, and we're going to get on the brakes after the 50-meter mark down into 4th gear, trying to get the wide entry to hang it back in to get the exit. And the Citroen does get a little loose there. We are going to see he is going to open up the outside, which is actually what we wanted to do, is we're trying to actually go around the outside of him, and it's not going to work there, but we are going to try the over-under, get the better exit, and the Citroen's just going to take himself out as he lost a bit of traction trying to get on the throttle, and that is up into 3rd place. So at this point we're realizing we may have a shot at this one, as these guys are not really anywhere quicker than us in the actual race pace. And the Beetle is going to throw it to the inside. He's going to get the move stuck, and him and the Supra are having a very good battle at this point, and the Supra is just going to run off wide. We were praying to God he wasn't going to come back on the track right and run into us, and he doesn't, which is going to put us into 2nd place. So we're going to skip ahead to the end of lap 2, and this is where we knew we had trouble. The Beetle comes in and is on the hard tires. I thought he was on the mediums, and that strategy is going to pay out to work better. We come into the pits just a lap later, and are going to come out. The pit stops here are very quick, and you can actually get away with a 2-stop, as it's just around 5 seconds to do a complete tire change and no refuel. But we are going to get back out in 2nd place. The gap is 3.4 because of the undercut that was achieved with the hard tires. And right now at lap 6 we've made our first pit stop. He's made his 2nd pit stop, and we are in a battle for the lead. We did not want to give up our lead. Our goal was to try and make him kill his tires so he wouldn't have anything left in the end of the race and we could be able to come back. So we were really just trying to hold him up. We actually were trying to back him up into the Supra and have them 2 race and maybe give me a tiny chance of victory in this one. And we were just driving very defensively. We're driving clean, and it actually works for a second as the Beetle ends up driving off the track, almost spun it, and that was our sense of hope was kind of gone after he did not spin. So had he spun, we maybe could have won this race, but he doesn't, and he's just going to close back up even more on us here, as we are on these old medium tires, and the mediums are done after around like 2 1/4 laps, but you have to run them 3 to make this strategy work, and they are significantly faster than the hards. So we're going to get on the brakes here. The Beetle's going to close right back up. He's on fresh mediums at this point, and he's really played the strategy game perfectly. I thought about starting on the hards, but I was not sure if we could have the pace to keep it up with the guys at the front. We're going to come out of this corner. He's going to look around our outside. Not that it's going to matter, if he goes by, as we're going to dive into the pits at the end of this one. But we come through the final corner, and we are still in the lead. We're going to dive into the pits, see if we can get a quick little pit stop here. And changing the tires, not a very long stop. Basically only lose around 5 seconds. And we are going to come out in second place, as the Supra came in with us. And we're going to come out just 5.2 off the lead. And we were going to see if we could run him down, but we are on these hard tires, which are slower than his mediums. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to get there, and we actually don't, as we're now actually under pressure from the guy behind us, and he's on mediums, and we were overdriving. We make a little bit of a mistake there, and we're going to watch this final lap battle from the outside the car. So the Supra is going to look on our outside. We go too wide for a moment, but he's going to tuck back in. He's going to see if the inside opens up. It doesn't, as we know how to drive defensively. I'm not moving. I'm going to make him go the long way around the outside. He tries it, gets on the brakes, but we're just going to have the better line, and it's going to allow us to stay in second position. So now he's got another run on us, and this was that was a very good chance at an overtake, but we are make a slight mistake there, and he is closing in on us into the left-hander. We get a pretty good drive out, so we were seeing if we could actually drive under pressure, and he actually loses the back end a little. Only 2 corners really left to go. We have this one, which we make it through fine, taking it little bit of caution through there, making sure we don't actually run into anything. And now through the final corner, the Supra is not going to be close enough. We are actually going to come away with a second place finish in this one. So I think that is actually our highest finish we have filmed on video that I have a commentary over. So that is good news there. But that was a really good race. So we're at the end of this one. Thank you guys for watching. As I said before, make sure to like and subscribe and share the video if you enjoyed. Comment below what kind of content you would like to see on this channel. And thanks for watching. See you next time.